is a cobbler, and you need to go and find out what a cobbler does. He's a chef, he's a stylist. Now, can we give him a sign? Thank you. Right, so he is not going alone. He has got another designer. We're just going to call him Patrick. He's also a designer. He is also a lawyer. He is also a cook, so he can cook. So he can work in a restaurant, he can work in a hotel. So can we listen to them as they do their presentation to us now?
And can we behave? We don't want this, no. You get it? Yeah. Can you listen? Because you are learning. It's not for a job, but you are learning. Okay? Yes.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? Energy, guys. I need energy. How is everybody today?
Hi, Dixon. How are you, Sam?
No, I'm still not satisfied. I need confidence. Let's be honest in everything. How would you feel when you got 100% in your report? What's the energy there? Excited. I need that kind of energy. So, my name is Nkoketse Mametse. I'm a professional designer by profession, accredited by City and Guilds. And then I've got a few awards from your London, I've got a diploma from Shanghai, China. And I've traveled a bit, but we'll go through it. But I need energy for everything to work out properly. Is everybody ready?
Yes!
Is everybody ready?
Yes!
There we go. I want us to start our thing with the most important thing that everybody forgets. Who can do our Father for me? That's all. No, come. Don't be scared. Yes. Don't be scared. Actually, come up. Don't be scared. Please say your name and silence everybody. So you're gonna respect the lady. She'll tell us who she is. Then she'll do our Father for all of us, and we follow through. Then afterwards, the exciting stuff starts. Okay?
Good day, everyone. Boys and girls, teachers and other. My name is Vincent Thomas Observant, and I am going to give us a song. Our Father's Prayer. We hope our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you. You know why I had to start with prayer?
Yes.
Everything that you do, as scared as we are of praying, but everything starts from something. So everything that we do, it comes as an idea, but who can tell me where the idea comes from? Yes, sir. Aha. So that's why it's important that all the time, everything that we have as an idea, we need to pray about it, then we make sure that it happens. It will happen if you've got the faith. That's why I always start everything with prayer. So in short, I started as a young man in Israel. I had to take a decision whether I continue with school or I take my sister and take her to school. Because she's a lady, I thought it's best for me to do the best thing I can do for her. So what I ended up doing is I dropped out of school. So everybody's thinking, dropped out of school. What is this guy doing here? So, but the most important thing that I want to share with you is, look, we are all gifted differently. So others are gifted to go to school. Other people like me are gifted with their hands. And through my hands, I've managed to travel almost the whole world without a trip. Yeah, that's everybody saying, ah. So, look, the bigger picture of everything, or something that I want to share with you is, can you write down on those papers for me, what's the first thing, not a job, let's not put it as a job. I don't work. You know why I say I don't work? Because I enjoy everything that I do, so I don't work. People that work, they work and they get paid. So you need to enjoy what you do. So, for now, how many of you want to be farmers? I want to go back to the principal's question. None. Nobody wants to be a farmer. Oh, you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I see. Okay. So, I want to share something. All the shoes that I made, not all of them, but partially. Like this, the skin that I have here, it's pig leather. So, pig ulube. Pig ulube. So, why I'm asking about farming, it's most animal products that we have. Your cow leather, I've got cow leather there at the beginning. Crocodile also is farmed. Did you know that? Yes. It is being farmed. Like how in China, the crocodile's tail is a delicacy. So when I say delicacy, that means it's expensive to buy. If you don't have money, you can't enjoy crocodile tail. So farming is very important. All the things that we eat, they start from the ground. Then, obviously, like a cow would eat grass from grass, and then it would be able to feed itself from the cow. What happens? We get our steak. Then from the steak that we eat, obviously the skin that is left, that's the skin that we use for leather. So everything is a process. So now I want to share some pictures just to excite you about my journey. Let me say my journey. Is the projector working?
Just waiting to finish.
Okay, while we still wait for the projector to work. So, farming, trust me, a lot of people make lots of money through farming. And the nice thing also about farming is it can move from you to your child, to your grandchild, and so forth. So imagine if you study now and you become a farmer, and then nobody in your family would ever suffer. How many of you want that in your lives? Huh? People are sleeping here. How many? Okay, I'm asking. I'll repeat the question again. Let's say you, as you are studying now, and you concentrate maybe on farming, and then imagine when you study, you get your own farm, then your child becomes rich, and your grandchild becomes rich, and so forth. How many of you want that? But are you sure though? Are you sure? Yes. How many of you want to be billionaires? Not millionaires. Billionaires. Are you sure? Yes. Are you 100% sure? Yes. 100% sure? Yes. Okay. I will ask you a simple question. Can you please, don't be scared to raise up your hand. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. Ne? We are free to say anything. So, if I were to give you a, let's say, 10 rand, what would you do with 10 rand? You came up. Please come down. Come join us. Actually, you can stay there. I can come to you.
What would you do with the 10 rand? I say
My name is Julia Namir. What what I would do in 10 minutes, I would save it from future.
For your future.
Listen, hang on. It's not a wrong answer. It all boils down to when he says it, how does he say it? Do you know, I'll tell you a simple advice, what people don't say. You know when you take 10 rand and put it in the bank, you don't get it as 10 rand, you get it as 8 rand. Did you know? Who said yes? I want them to explain to me.
That is EMS, isn't it?
Yes. Explain. Don't be scared. There's no wrong answer here. Quiet down, guys. Wait. Guys? Just two.
Sometimes other banks have charges that they charge you, so they minus that money that you owe them.
Yeah. And remember, if everybody's got a job, right? So that 2 rands that has been subtracted from that 10 rand, that means what happens to it? People need to get paid, right? So I'm still asking you again, if I give you 10 rand, what would you do? Oh, there we go. We'll come to you. And then this is our second of the last. When you buy chicken, say, what do you do with it?
Whoa, guys, whoa. Okay.
Remember, here teachers are not existing. It's our own private party, right? So there's no wrong or right, right? So let me tell you what I would do. That is how I started my job. If I got 10 rand, one thing that I did with my 10 rand, I made sure I buy leather. So when I say I buy leather, I bought a piece of leather, then I created a shoe. So when I created a shoe, to be exact, I had 100 rands. So I bought leather with 100 rands. Then one shoe, I sold it for 200 rands. Guess what I did next? Huh? Okay, let's share it to you again. That's correct. I bought another leather. Then I made sure that I must make sure that my business grows. But you must know, when you have a business, it's not always easy. Sometimes you get paid, sometimes you don't. So you must be able to risk that thing that sometimes you don't have money. So when you don't have money, what do? You save. Right? So I'm going back to the question again. How many of you want to be farmers? No, not everybody. Okay, I'll give you a background. So I grew up in East Rand. One thing that I did for myself is, after dropping out of school at standard 8, I sat for I think a year or so, because I'm also a DJ, by the way, just saying. And then I used to get gigs and all the stuff, you know. And then one thing I did for myself is saved some money, bought material for myself. Then, after buying material, I started stitching clothes. Everything that I made, I made with my own hands. How nice would it be when you want to wear something, you just go to the machine and make it yourself without spending money? Yeah? That's nice, huh? So I'm giving you options here. When you study at school, it's either you can be a farmer, you can be a fashion designer. Are you noting everything that I'm saying? Because I'm going to ask you. So you can be a farmer, You can be a fashion designer, and then you can also be a chef. But as a chef, you don't need to work for restaurants and hotels. I'm breaking all the rules. The teacher said you must work at the hotel. I said no. You can also open your own company, an events company, for catering, do weddings, get money, and money grows that way. You know? So, how many of you want to be medical doctors? I can see. But which field do you want to be a doctor in? Okay, let's give her a chance. Surgery. Okay, surgery. When I make shoes, I work with podiatrists. So I work with podiatrists. And orthopedic. So orthopedic, there are also surgeries. Which surgery? Eye surgery, there's kidney, there's heart surgery, and all that stuff.
And oncologists.
Okay, so think about what you want exactly, if you want to be a doctor or a pilot or what. Tell me exactly, if you want to be a pilot like the gentleman that's here, what plane do you want to drive? You haven't finished. When you say private jet, there are lots of jets. Which specific one do you want to try?
Business jet.
To understand what I'm saying, so when you want something, you go to be specific. I want to be a kidney surgeon. I want to earn this much. I want you to start thinking like that when you do your things, when you write your homework and everything. Start thinking like this. You want to be a pilot. You need to find out which jets do you want to fly. So, going back to me again. So, please, guys, I just want something from you. When you do something, make sure you know exactly, specifically what you want. Okay, I'll give you examples of what I've gone through. The computer is still thinking. I think it's got stress. I don't know, but it's not a Monday. I don't know why it's slow. How many of you know this person? Okay. How many of you know this person? So, by the way, he's at the studio where I work from. And how many of you, I'm finishing now, my brother. How many of you know this person? So, can you see the cap that she's holding? I make clothes for her and shoes. So, another thing, I want to share with you the photo that when I was graduating in Wuhan, China, in 2018. This is me graduating in China, not in South Africa, but in China. And then I'm also, I did business studies. This is me graduating at the GDS, which is the German company at JCCI. I did business studies, so I got a best award. I don't have matric, I'm just reminding you. So, but in simple terms, your homework today is know, if you want to be a doctor, know exactly which department you want to work in. If you want to be a pilot, know exactly which department you want to work in. And look, the sky is the limit. You can do anything that you wish for. So did you enjoy my little presentation?
Yes.
So how many guys want to be like me? So one last thing. Remember I did tell you that I'm also a DJ. This is my studio. So, look, the only thing I can tell you, even if you don't do well, hello? Are you still there? So even if you don't do well academically or with your test and everything in school, you must always know that you are being built with a purpose. Your job is to make sure that you fulfill that purpose by understanding what exactly you want to do. When people laugh at you, trust me, people used to bully me at school. People used to laugh at me when I was stitching my clothes, but who's laughing now? Exactly. So, thank you ladies and gentlemen for your time. Please remember, when you want to do something, know exactly what you want to do and everything can happen. Okay, let's take the question from you. Because I've done so much stuff in my life. What grade? Oh, age? Sure, I don't even know, because I grade started 8, which is grade 10. Yeah. So, but trust me, believe in what you want to do, even if you think it's a joke at that time, it's fine. Who's going to laugh at the end? Thank you. Enjoy your day, ladies and gents, and God bless all of you.
Now let's give him a sign. Okay.
Please, quickly. If you want to touch crocodile skin, but quickly because there's other people coming through. Okay? Come through quick. No, with that order. Sit down, slide. Okay, and then school shoes. I also made school shoes. A school shoe is made by a person, not a machine, as you can see. So slowly but surely, with the guidance of the teachers, you can touch the leather, then I'll be back. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much. Okay, please, as you leave, we need those pencils. Now this is going to come. So as you walk out, you leave the pencil here. All right, you leave. 082 674 8816. Thank you, guys. What 17? Nox, N-O-X. Alright, okay. Hey, Sissy, calm down, guys. Wait. Right. Where you are sitting, you are going to leave the board. You only go to the bond paper, the pencil, you drop it at the box there as you go out. Guys. That's the thing. You can touch the crocodile. There is no need to rush. Sit down and talk to them. Let's move. Someone is still sitting there, why? Yes, 17, sit down.
I see. You see? You can do crocodile skin leather. Eight, 1, 6. 1, 6.
Sang sabi sila naman, nag-discount.
Hey, what? Well, this is a deep way. This is a deep way. Leave it where you're sitting.
Let me go outside.
Ngizokutshela principal uyozongitshela ne It's always two.
Move. Hey, my day. Hey, can you move there?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
What do you want to do?
Thank you, sir. Real crocodile.
Hey, social distancing there. Keep a space between your chairs. Social distancing there.
Yeah. Move quickly.
Who's organizing the camera right here?
Yeah.
Sorry. Who's organizing the
All right. Okay.
They're coming. Oh. Now that I want to see this, go this side. And make sure you're sitting one and then you sit.